Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today is December the 17th, 2025. I wanted to come back and try to give you more detail on some examples how Satan has gained access and infiltrated people's minds. Believer, sit down and get your popcorn ready. And this is the reason why I made a video in regards to doubling down, and you better get you some armor gear, and you better pray and make sure you are in the good hands of the Lord. The world has met its birth pains. And that means that we as people are considered as the bride. And Jesus Christ is the bride's groom. And these people that do not want to give their lives to Christ, believer, they have become Satan's demonic rebels. Moral decay has seared their conscience, and it is more prevalent across the earth. If you're a believer, you will agree with what I'm getting ready to show you some examples. I first want to use me as an example to show you that as an African American man, we know that it's prevalent that all over the world, people of color are criticized and not given a chance to prove themselves, but they're judged by the basis of the color of their skin. And it was told by Dr. Martin Luther King that a man should not be judged by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. When I got hired on this company in 1991, around 1991-92, they showed me crystal clear they did not want African Americans working for this company. And if you were a person of color, Hispanic, they would put you in the labor department to where you'll be digging ditches and doing hard labor. But they made it crystal clear that they did not want me, and I had good work ethics. They just tried to find all type of reasons to get rid of African Americans. Well, when the Equal Opportunity Employment came in and started monitoring this company, they had to meet a quota, meaning that they had to hire so many blacks and so many Hispanics. That was the only reason why Hispanics and blacks worked for this company. Because somebody came in and saw that there was a problem. It was predominantly Caucasian people. And they are corrupt to this day. And I retired in 2020. Here's what I want to make you people understand. In the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3, it starts off by saying that in difficult times will come and be hard to bear. And it starts off by showing you that people will be narcissistic, self-focused people. Satan is the first narcissistic. He's a I creature, me creature. It's all about him. And his demonic forces think the same way. So when they gain access to your brain, you become just like your father, the devil. How is it that I need to put food on my table and I got to pay child support and I want to eat and I want a roof over my head? I can't work for this place. I want to make you understand the mindset of the devil, that when he gained access to these people, it's just like it started way, way, way back when they went to Africa and they captured all these Africans and brought them to America and made them do free labor. So when God told us in Revelations 12:12, it is written, woe to the inhabitants on earth. He's talking about after the flood, when and before the flood, Adam and Eve, when they produced on the earth, Satan had deceived them. So the reproducing of human beings through Noah's family, Satan is still on earth. And he has gotten into the minds of human beings, and that's why God called them faulty. Faulty human beings, corrupt. So I wanted to start off by sharing that with you people. If you're a believer, I'm not talking to no unbeliever. If you want to stay on this video, you can get an example of who you may be. But that was something that I dealt with that oppressed me. And I've seen a lot of abuse on that company. A lot of African Americans endured it and took it for a paycheck. And a lot of them are not with us today. Because why? They call themselves church people. And you can't call yourself a church person and say you worship God, but at the same time, you worship Satan. God said you can't serve two gods. You either love one and hate the other. And I hate Satan. And I hate his people. You got to think about the mindset where we still see that it is out in the world to where racism, they call it racism. It's not racism. These are the minds of a narcissistic demon. Understand me, people. If you're a believer and you haven't read the Bible and understand what God is calling a narcissistic person, narcissistic people is all about themselves. They don't have no empathy, no sympathy about abusing you, mistreating you, taking from you. They can sit and watch you be hungry and it won't even bother them. They can sit up there and watch you just like what they did to the slaves. They beat them, raped them, didn't feed them, hung them on trees and stuff, slaughtered them. So now they try to be a little discreet about it today. But it's not just in Caucasian people what I'm talking about, and I'm going to get to it in a minute. Isn't it strange if you're a believer that there are towns today that exist? You better not come to our town when the sun go down. I want you to think about the mindset. You better not come to our town. They have owned the land. This is God's free will land that they in their area. They said, no, this is our land. And you don't drive through here. We don't want to see ninjas driving through here. You see how Satan has infiltrated the brain? Okay. Now, what if, and I'm not condoning any violence, what if some Pookie and Ray Rays load up and do it on purpose? Just say, we're going to go to some sundown towns and I hope they pull us over. I hope so. This is the reason why a lot of young youth today, when they're getting pulled over by officers, they look at videos like this and they see videos about a family went through a sundown town. And you got to understand the mindset of a young African-American kid or Hispanic kid. They don't know God. So God has left them also. And I'm going to give you a little rundown before I get in a little bit more depth to make you understand that these sundown towns got to be careful also. You think because you all know each other and you know the police precinct that you can catch a family that's vulnerable with, maybe a mom and a sister driving some kids and the GPS rerouted them through a sundown town. So guess what? You can have your day with them because why? There's no male figure in the vehicle, so they come up missing. See? So I guess these sundown towns pick and choose who they want to pull over and devour. And this is how Satan operates, okay? He first acquire information. Like I told you, these sundown towns know who to go after. Okay? Satan is a coward. I want you people to understand that. That's why he's very cunning. He set traps. Okay? First, he acquires information from your lifestyle. He knows that you don't fear God. You don't really believe in God. And God has left you. Satan knows who's going to come through that town. I'm just giving you an example because I wanted to open up my video with this before I get in depth to give you a list of some things that you should notice as a believer that is more prevalent in the world today or that has happened. You go, what? That got to be a demon person. And if you don't flinch, that means that Satan has got a hold of you. Because I told you people, you got to remember one thing about Satan. That's why when you tell people, did you see what they just said on the news? And they go, yeah, I mean, yeah. Bones are dead. No love in their bones. Have you talked to people like that? To where you would tell them, did you just hear what they just said on the news? And the person you talking to, God had left them. They don't have no bloodstream about love, and you're the only one that's gonna be sitting there going, I cannot believe what I just heard and what I just saw. Remember, Satan is the author of confusion. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So when I tell you how he operates, Satan and his demon forces is watching individuals, people, and they got a resume on you. And they know that you're a person that is careless. That means that you don't watch your surroundings. You go out here and you don't have no weapon on you. You just think the world's gonna nobody's gonna bother you. It's just like women. You get in a vehicle with the kids, two women ain't packing no gun. They think a bottle of mace is gonna help them out. And these sundown towns know you're an idiot. They know who to pull over, okay? Because the cops are involved. I saw a video where an African-American female and her sister was coming from Lake Charles, and when the GPS made them go through a sundown town, and a white truck kept following them, and they had called a police officer, and they were all in on it together. And they didn't have, the video showed that they didn't have nothing on them. The lady had, in the passenger seat, had called her mother and said, Mom, we being followed, and we think we are in a sundown town. They looked it up later and said it was a sundown town. Okay? Thank God they made it out of there alive. But you never should travel with just a car full of women. If me and my wife travel, and it's just me and my wife, I got something for you. I'm not traveling like that. My oldest daughter is upset with me because she wanted me to fly to New York, and she told me that New York is really strict on guns. I said, well, I ain't coming to see you. So she took it personal. Okay? I don't travel like that. And I don't like planes. I don't like trains. I don't like nobody piloting for me. I want to be in control of my own demise. That means that if I messed up, I messed up. I don't have to blame you or nobody. Okay? So I just don't go empty-handed like that. No. And I know I'm a target. They see an African-American man in a vehicle with tinted windows. They want to pull you over and harass you. And this is the reason why a lot of youngsters in the world today, cops don't even get a chance because, wow, you got corrupt cops at your precinct. They are racially profiling people to pull them over. So this is just the world of the devil, people. Remember what I told you. The Bible tells us that Satan is the author of confusion, and this is his kingdom. Before I give you some more examples, I want to put this one on the top of the list. Example of how Satan get in your brain, and he's infiltrated you, and your morals have left you. It's all on social media, but then I'm going to give you a list, and I'm going to go through the list and let you people go. I want you to think about the Michigan coach. I'm not going to say his name. It's all on social media about this coach being exposed to being an affair. A coach. A coach is supposed to be a leader. You have a young youth football team that is watching you. And one day, one of these players may want to be a coach to lead people to their destination, to be successful. And it's not just happening with this coach. And I'm not trying to criticize this coach because he's an African-American coach. I've seen Caucasian men on the job that I retired from got high positions. I'm talking about senior directors, CEOs, married, and end up having an affair with a secretary or a co-worker and get them pregnant. Here's what I want to make you people understand why you shouldn't trust the person you laying right next to. All right, here's what I want to tell you people. There's been videos surfacing all over social media, and I've watched them, about diseases that are prevalent in areas to where people are just sticking it in there raw. You have men today that will not tell a female he's got a disease. You got women today that will not tell you they got AIDS, HIV. Okay? A coach got a wife and 2 kids. And the wife, let's just say she's innocent, she ain't doing nothing wrong. And he goes raw with, I don't care if it's a white girl, African American girl, Chinese girl, Asian girl, raw. And then I'll go back home. You know he should be sleeping with his wife raw because they married. And you know, some men think they clever. Oh, I'm going to wait a few days because I didn't sleep with this here secretary. Then you get her pregnant. And then you don't want her to expose you. Do you understand, people, what I'm trying to show you about the narcissistic mind of the devil? You want to have your free will and do what you want to do and go and assault this person because they expose you. You said you was going to leave your wife. Let's just say it went down like that. But you're doing it raw. So if you don't want proof, why are you doing it raw? And then she end up getting pregnant. And then you don't want to be exposed. Let me see if you get it, people. Did you catch that? You call yourself being clever. This is what I'm trying to tell you, make you people understand that Satan never prevails. He listen, what I'm trying to, I want you people to get this. Listen. Satan is putting people in hell because they've been exposed. Nothing can get past God. God says whatever you do in the dark, if Satan trick you, if Satan manipulate you, whatever Satan does to you, we know that he comes to kill, steal, destroy. That's why I'm calling this guy an idiot. You see? So I just told you how Satan knows that you don't know God, you don't fear God. He's laughing at you. And then this man's life is down the drain. Because why? Because God said, whatever you do in the dark, you allow Satan to get in your brain. The Lord will bring it to the light like a lamp on a lampstand. He's been exposed, haven't he? That's right. And then lost everything for going in raw. No, I'm not condoning committing adultery. No. But this is showing you a coach. A coach. How you know Satan has infiltrated his mind. He's supposed to be a leader. They hired him. So it shows me all he knows is football. You see what God is showing you? God is telling you, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Be ye holy, for I am holy. You see how he made a fool out of himself? And God said, need not to lean on your own understanding. Seek me the kingdom first. You fool. So this is the ones that Satan is after. These are the ones that has infiltrated the whole world. Okay? Satan's people. He got into their minds. Okay? So I'm going to give you an example of Satan has gained access and infiltrated your mind. And I'm going to give you a list, people. And I'm going to try to elaborate a little bit. But I'm not going to waste my time because it may be one believer that's going to watch this video. Y'all see my numbers? This is what the world is out doing, what I'm finna give you a list of. That's the reason why they don't have time to watch an hour-long videos. They don't fear God. And when that day comes, they are going to understand why it was important not to neglect God and to give God your undivided attention. Because if God leave you, you're going to have the same mindset. And these are the ones that stood out to me. It's what I want to make you people understand that stands out to me to this day. Here they are. If you're a believer, you ought to be saying just like me. I know, man. Can you imagine? Come on, man. Really? You get in the plane and you know you're going to drive this plane, fly this plane, and fly it into some buildings. World Trade Centers. I've talked about this on another video. I want you to understand the mindset. Today, I'm going to do this for Allah. And we can't stand Americans. We're going to drive these planes. We're going to run these planes in some buildings. And we know they're going to explode. Yeah. You ready, buddy? Yeah. Let's do it. Moral decay. God called them faulty human beings. And then they wake up in hell and go, what the? You remember the guy, Helter Skelter? He thought he was God. Had a cult. They would go around slaughtering rich people and using their blood and writing messages on the wall and stuff. And talking crazy in jail. Told him, you better not delete me because I'm gonna come back and hunt you. And they were scared to delete him and execute him. So they let him live until he died. Jeffrey Dahmer. I talked about this, people. I want to make you understand when Satan get a hold of you, completely got control of you. You go out in the world and you hunting down African American people, and you got cows you can eat, chickens you can eat, duck, rabbits, you can eat all type of other stuff out in the world, and you decide to eat African American people. Is anything wrong with this picture, people? The white officers, this ought to stand up to you if you're a believer. This ought to stand out to you. Rodney King's on the ground, and they mad because they had to chase him in a Hyundai. And they took their frustration out because he wouldn't pull over in that Hyundai, a Hyundai. And they thought maybe he outsmarted them, but this is what most cops are doing when they got the devil in them. We're going to beat this ninja. You should have pulled over like we told you to. He already on the ground, curled up. All of them getting hits. You should have. You're going 110 and just beating him. You ninja. You should have pulled over, you ninja. 3 white boys in Jasper, Texas. Riding around. You know they're drinking some Lone Star beer. Hey, look. There's a ninja walking. You want to ride? Knowing that this James Bird is just coming from a little Jew joint. He's kind of drunk. But they decide we're going to tie this ninja up to the back of our pickup. Yeah. Drinking their beer. He shouldn't have came in our town. I know him. I used to see him over there at that Jew joint. He ain't bothering nobody. They drinking their Lone Star. Jimmy, what you gonna do? Shut up, boy. He's scared to speak up to the ringleader. They tie him to a chain and drive him around until his head comes off. Unchain him and drive off. In court with smirks on their faces. You got this, attorneys? Yeah. How do you plead? Not guilty. White boy goes to Buffalo, New York, and map out his plan and drive back from, hours, and go into a Tops grocery store and got a thought in his mind. Looks like to me black people are taking over and take out black people, elders, and just didn't care. White guy go knocks on the church door. Hi, I'm going through something right now. I need prayer. Goes in there. They all bow down and pray with the little white guy, thinking that he want to give his life to Christ. Boom, 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 boom. You remember Memphis, Tennessee? Black guy live stream on Facebook, Ezekiel Kelly in Memphis, Tennessee. Just driving around Memphis, stopping at AutoZone, wherever he see a person. Boom, 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 boom. And gets arrested. And he was on Facebook Live. Y'all just don't know. I ain't playing. Like a gangster. And then he gets into court. Listen to the voice tone now. The demons done left. Mr. Kelly, glad to see you in court today. Do you know what you've been charged for? Yes, ma'am. Nuts gone, everything. Satan was in his mind during the time he was doing the live stream. Now, Satan had left him. He done devoured it. This guy's life is down the drain. We know that it's prevalent today all over the world. Planned out mass shootings. We just had one in Australia. Standing there on a bridge, plucking people off. We hate Jews. George Floyd. On video. You can't even blink. You can blink and still wouldn't miss nothing. Meaning that this cop did the same thing. He didn't move. His knee was in George Floyd's neck. You can blink and it was still there on his neck. You can go get some water. Oh, I'll be right back. Derek, be right back. Come back. Hey, man, he's in handcuffs. I can't breathe. I'll be right back, Derek. Hey, man, you know you being filmed? Yeah. I'll be right back, Derek. Hey, man, the man is in handcuffs. Just put him in the paddy wagon. He got a drug problem. Yeah, it was a counterfeit $20 bill. I'll be right back, Derek. You know you being filmed, right? Yeah, I know I'm being filmed. He's still breathing. Be right back, Derek. Man, he just killed that man in broad daylight on camera. Yeah. Man, why'd you do that? That's a big dude. Big dude, man. He was in handcuffs. He's still a big dude. Believer, are you with me? Don't click off this video. I want you to see the moral decay. And when Derek get his sentence and he goes like this here. Couldn't believe it. Sonia Macy. Come on, people. Come on, believer. Listen. If I took my fist and hit Sonia Macy, it'll knock that pot out of hand and knock her get 110 pounds. You've been to the residence before and see that this person has got some mental issues. Something ain't right. She's a threat to herself. And white boy look like he weighed about 220. got another partner with him. Y'all got, what is it? Stun guns, mace, and she was, to de-escalate her, your option was to put a bullet in her head. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I'm going to back up again. I'm going to see if somebody get it. Are you a believer? All right. 110-pound female. Talking kind of throw it off. Don't you think that if you stick her with that stun gun, it's got cable on it, she going to drop the pot of water, but she lives to get some help. Peace officer. De-escalate. If you don't put that pot down, he must have saw Sonya being like an army or something. I tell you, when Satan get into the head, you're blind. That's why God said, let the blind lead the blind, let the dead bury the dead. Hey, dude, let me go get the first aid. Oh, there's no need for that. It's a headshot. She's gone. Trigger happy. Hey, we don't you worry, buddy. We got you, man. Come on over here to the precinct. We got you, man. Is she dead? Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, don't you worry. Just come on to the precinct, sir. We got you, sir. A female. All the tactical trainings that they go through. I got to delete this person. She was going to throw that hot water on me. Tyree Nichols. The same race. Like George Floyd. In handcuffs. He's not even a threat to himself no more. Tyree Nichols. In handcuffs. On video. Why'd you run, ninja? Huh? Get come here, ninja. Huh? Why'd you run, huh? Beating him while putting him in handcuffs. 4 against 1. 5 against 1. 4 against 1. Nobody standing around saying, hey, man. They're all watching. A guy loses his life because he did a traffic violation or they had a vendetta, whatever the case may do. They say this ninja deserves to be beaten to his death. Not guilty. They all get to go home free. Well, this mother is going to grieve, and it's going to probably be the death of his mother. Because why? Unbearable. 2 Timothy chapter 3. Read it. God is not mocked. He's not playing. Unbearable. It's going to be unbearable. Satan has infiltrated the minds, people. They sitting in court going, we did our job. He shouldn't have ran. If you run away from the cops, you're still a threat. You didn't turn around with a gun. If you run, you gonna get deleted. Shaquilla Robinson. Hey, Mom, we sitting at the table eating tacos and stuff, and we made it to Cabo, Mexico. Okay, baby, well, call me, baby, when you get settled, and I hope y'all all having a good time. You can see them all at the table eating. She's paying for it, paid for their whole trip, and they took it. What? Y'all want to go to Cabo, Mexico? Yeah, girl, let's go. Don't worry, I got y'all. I got y'all. Even if you was jealous of her, if she was talking noise in the city that they lived in, you say, hey, no, girl, that's cool. We don't want to go. But instead, she goes, and the video shows that she's naked, getting beaten down on the video. Getting the beat down. Went alive and came back home unalive. Mahogany Jackson. Alabama. She goes and visits some friends, or supposed to be friends, in some projects, and they kicking it and drinking and whatever the case may be. But supposed to have been neighborhood friends, schoolmates, and came up with them and ate. Listen to me, people. This one here touches me. 8 demon savages. 8 decide, because they horny and they want to do a freak off like P. Diddy, stole her money and stole her gun. And when she found out that they did it, since she exposed them, no, you ain't calling the cops on us. Yeah, we took your gun and your money, but you're going to get raped today and deleted. 2 Timothy chapter 3, it lets us know that difficult times will come, and it's going to be unbearable. Narcissistic people. Hey, why'd you take my gun? And somebody stole my money. Dang, she found out. Y'all, we're gonna have to devour her and rape her and gang rape her and delete her. Narcissistic, self-focused, self-importance, I person, a me person. They don't care nothing about. And then they in court saying, how do you plead? Not guilty. Are you with me, believer? Don't let this video be boring. I want you to double down and live in solitude. Don't you go out in this world. Don't you go out in this world and be just hanging out. You better get you some armor and double down and get you some ammo, get your bulletproof vest, and you better be very wise and choose your battles and choose where you go to and from and bring yourself back home. Come on, people. This one here makes you go, what? I'll ask for some mayonnaise. And if you ain't gonna give me no mayonnaise, a person asks for some mayonnaise leading to the employee shooting and killing the customer. Some mayonnaise. Check this one out. In Indianapolis, Indiana, 2 women climbed through a McDonald's drive-thru window and attacked a manager over a chicken nugget order. I bought my car, right? All right. Truck, car, whatever you want to call it. All right. I'm driving and I want to stop and get me some gas. I'm paying for my car note. I'm paying for my insurance. Car's in my name. I purchased my car. If it's paid for or I got a lien on it. A person decides to tell me to get out of my vehicle. Get out! And want to take my vehicle. No, it gets even better. Squatters drive by and see a for sale sign in the yard or for rent sign in the yard, and they do a analysis on it and go by. You know, ain't nobody's moved in their house yet. Wow, what you think, buddy? Well, you know we need a place to stay. All right, they take the sign out the yard, break the door, put new locks on the house, and they gain ownership. They got a law that they've been in that house, so you got to go to court and put them out the house. The house is in your name, whatever company name. They're trying to sell a house and rent the house out, and just some random people. Random. What I just told you what they are. I told you. Satan has infiltrated their minds, and they said, we gonna move in that house right there. And then the owner come by and see the sign go and say, what the? You get your A off our porch. This is my house. What are you get your A? And got to go to court. Hey, some people that moved in my house, and you got to spend all this money and get you some attorneys. And cops can't just come over and say, and you show them the papers and say, you get out this house right now. You got to go through legal processes and stuff. Do you people see where we at? Hey, look, I was thinking, man, now I can't tell my wife, I got a mistress on the side. I just can't tell her, I got this wife and these 2 kids. She's pregnant. What is it, honey? Well, nothing. Babe, what is it, honey? No, nothing. You decide to, your mistress is pressuring you. Or are you going to leave her or what? Just give me a minute, babe. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to think of a plan. You got a wife that's pregnant with your child. You got 2 daughters that you see every single day. In order to be with this female, you don't just want to say, hey, honey, listen, I'll give you the house. I know I'm going to have to pay child support. I know we got a newborn coming. Yes, it's going to devastate your wife, but she'll get over it. Narcissistic in 2 Timothy chapter 3, we're here. He couldn't just say, I'm going to file for a divorce. And whatever happens, if I, experience the loss of my home, you get my retirement, I just want to be with this other person. No. I got to find a way to delete her. She's got my newborn coming and my 2 kids. Christopher Watts, you are an idiot. Satan deceived you, man. You on your way to hell. The easy route. Every time somebody tell you, I don't want you no more, they get deleted. Brad Simpson, come on, man. I've been betrayed by so many people. I'm being betrayed by my wife. She's doing some things. She hasn't had an affair, but you're going to sit to yourself and go, I'm tired of this. This it. I'm sick of it. They get with you for personal gain. Yeah, I've been burned, people. I've been burned, but I ain't deleted nobody. You may say, well, that's you. You do me like that, I got something for you. Look at the guy was on the track field. White guy told him, get from under the tent. I don't know their names right now. Black guy said, you put your hands on me. Whatever you do, don't put your hands on me. I guess the white guy didn't believe him, got stabbed, and he's deleted. You get on from under this tent, you ninja. You don't belong over here. I'm not condoning what the African American guy did, but over little disputes like this here, a life is taken. Have you heard excuse me, people, I got sinuses. Have you heard the new trend of people getting Social Security numbers and identification information from elders that's in nursing homes that are rich? You got these here nursing assistants that go to these rooms and take care of these people or work in the facility and steal their identity and go apply for apartments and vehicles. They even fraud the IRS, put 9, 10 dependents so the IRS won't take that much money out their check and just the money just accumulating where they owe the IRS. They take out loans just on purpose, either in a false identity name or in their own name. Take out loans and flood credit cards and won't pay them back. And walk around like they ain't did no harm. And the girl in the video, when they was coming to talk to her at the apartment complex, she was, I get down with the cops. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid that they looking for me, but they want me to come to the office. Can you come over here with me? Yeah. You using somebody else. The apartment manager called her and told her, hey, we know that the information that you gave us is not you, so you need to come to this office. So am I going to lose my apartment? Am I in trouble? Or am I going to get arrested? But I get down with the cops. Why are you asking all these questions? They go do the crime, but they don't want to do the time. Narcissistic demons. This is what I'm trying to tell you people. Look up the word narcissistic and you'll find out their traits. They belong to Satan. They go do the crime. Fill up. I'm talking. They go out here and just lie. Just fill up lies where they can't lie no more. And then when they expose, well, hey, you gave me this information. Why are these people coming out? Look, you good, girl. You good. Don't worry about it. I've been doing this here for years, man. You know, you good. You paying somebody to get false information so you don't have to have your identity on the apartment complex or the loan that you took out or the credit cards you using. Here's the one that gets me. I'm almost done, people. Here. Let me see if you understand this. You know you're living outside, right? And it's a lot of dangers out there. I know. Where are you going to bathe? I just go to Walmart or Exxon. There's germs in there where everybody else is using these toilets and stuff, and they don't flush them. They don't wash their hands. I know. Why you always asking me this? And I know. It's going to get cold outside, hot outside. I mean, it's going to be raining, snowing. I know. I'll just go to a shelter until it stops raining. Why are you sleeping in your car? Like I said, I'm good. You got a weapon? You okay? You know you may get carjacked. I know. They start stinking. It gets worse and worse. And they get used to it. Sleep on the sidewalk, under a bridge, in plain sight. Me and my wife was at a car wash the other day, and it was windy outside and cold. I said, babe, this guy was in a sleeping bag. You can see him moving all around, his feet kicking up in the seat. I said, look at this, sleeping right by a dumpster trash can. Moral decay. You so crazy. What that sound like? You so crazy. Men talking like women. Men walking like women. Men dressing like women. Bruce Jenner. Come on, man. Bruce Jenner woke up and said, you know, I'm tired of this. God made a mistake. I'm supposed to be a woman. That's blasphemy, abomination. God is perfect in all his ways, people. He don't make no mistakes. He's holy. And for you to wake up, this is Satan going, look, Lord, look what I can make your people do. I've been studying Bruce. And you know them African American people, I've been studying them. They don't believe in you. They don't fear you. I've been studying them. They don't fear you. They don't want to give you their undivided attention, so I can change their minds. And when I change their minds, you made this person a man. I know you did, Lord, because I fear you. The Bible says even the demons believe and tremble. But Lord, look. They talking about they the chosen people, the Israelites. Look what I can do to them. And, look at these people. They think they superior. White people think they on top of the game because they got all the riches. I gave it to them, but I can change their minds. Look at Bruce. And look at your African-American people. You so crazy. That's what they do. And then you got the females. Oh, well, what's up, girl? Talking like dudes. Dressing like dudes. And then you have to think to yourself that we have a system in us. A septic tank. I want you people to get this. You a believer? My body has a septic tank, a colon. God said, it's not what comes in the mouth that defiles a man, because it goes in the mouth and out to the earth. That's your poop. He said what comes out the mouth comes from the heart. That's what defiles a man. What you sticking in your mouth? And they decide your colon hole is going to be their vagina, knowing that boo-boo come out of there. Do you see the filthiness of the devil? Can change your mind to be faulty. And then females, they go and got a mind and say, since I talk like a dude, I dress like a dude, I got to get a dude's artificial testicles. They go get a rubber and strap it on. And Satan has seared their conscience to now they believe themselves as being a full dude, but still got a woman's birth privacy. P. Diddy, he ain't ashamed. He hit them both, women and men. Do you see the moral decay, people? These are examples where we are today. And back in the day, they used to hide it. Don't you tell nobody I'm gay. Don't you tell nobody what we did. They're out in the open. They let you know we went to Las Vegas and got married. You people don't see the problem? Baby, why you keep letting him hit on you? Mama, he loved me. Baby, look at your eyes. Look at you. I didn't raise you to be like that. But mama, I know he takes care of me. How is he taking care of you, baby? And your eyes are closed. He's a dope dealer. So she gonna take the abuse. Or he threatened to kill her. She gonna take the abuse. And he end up getting deleted. Here's the men. Boy, why you keep taking that mess from that woman? She out here messing around on you. I know, Dad. Why? It's other women out here in the world. I know, Dad, but Dad, he pee-whooped. So she go out here, get another gangbanger she's dealing with, sleeping with. I'm tired of him. Delete him. And then he get deleted. Lorenzen Wright, kind of like cases like that, you know. Your wife bankrupt you. You was an NBA basketball player. You was getting $50 million a year, bro. And you leave this lady and file bankruptcy, man. And she tell you, come on back over here. I want to give you some sex. I miss you. And get you deleted. You got kids by this man. This lady's behind bars. Sherry Wright. You behind bars and they have no remorse. He had a life insurance policy. And you got kids by this man. And just could have said, you know what, let me give me a job. You know. But your addiction said, hey, I got a plan, y'all. Oh, yeah? Yeah. You know, my ex-husband got a life insurance policy. You see how when Satan know you don't fear God. And he can make you plan out things. You get together. You're married. They're married. Or you just dating. And y'all couples. husband, wives, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, and you come to a home and say, y'all ready? And swap orgies. You sleep with my wife, I sleep with your wife, and if your boy want to come over here, and we get down. That's how we get down. Freak offs, orgies and stuff. Everybody just flopping meat everywhere. No shame. Snorting stuff and yeah, music playing, and they getting down in there. Just sweat flopping everywhere. I mean, you talking about hygienes. I mean, people's sweat just mixing and all type of secretion, all that. Come on, people. Are you with me, believer? Did you stay with me? Get your popcorn ready. Yeah. Gay parties. A bunch of dudes getting down. They set it up. Yeah. Yeah. You ever walk out in the world and you just, what? What was she thinking? Hair orange, hair red, women's hair purple, black women wearing blonde wigs, and blacker than the street, tar looking, just a blonde wig on, and you all you can see is their eyes. They so black. I think I'm gonna wear a blonde wig. It'll make me stand out more. I'm just blacker than tar on the street. And they wear them big old, with them big old wiper blades. Blue, green, you see all type of colors of the hair. Last but not least, and I'm going to let you people go. Bump, light green. F you. I'm in the right. Light screen. Yo, dude, stay out my lane, man. F you. Boom, 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 boom. Road rage. You can't correct a narcissistic person. Scoffers and mockers. You get your teeth kicked out your mouth. Even in your home, you cannot correct them. Road rage. You going too slow. You need to watch where you going. Boom, 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 boom. Because you correct somebody. Mind your business. Mind your business. I got a green Charger. This is an officer speaking. I got a green Charger. Just ran the license plates in. The car stolen. Copy that. The green Charger finds out that the cop knows that the car is stolen. You caught. You don't want to pull over. High-speed chase. You're driving somebody else's vehicle that don't belong to you. Look, I'm going to let you people go and see if you get it, believer. Listen. This is the mindset of a thief. I told you, Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Hey, you see that? You see that green Charger that guy just got up? I've been following him for a while. Oh, yeah? Yeah. We're going to steal that Charger. All right. What makes you think if you're going to go steal a vehicle and you drive around in the city or any other city, they got license plate readers, and that's what they got. Some officers that go out here and just look for random license plates just to see if a vehicle is stolen. They're not just out here looking for if you're speeding. They got different officers, got different assignments that go out here, and they're staking out dope houses. They're looking at cars, just running license plates. And sometimes the license plate will hit on the license plate reader, and they say, this car is reported stolen. You thief, did you write all that down? I want you to write all that down. But you driving around, you and your buddy thumping the music and going around doing some drive-bys in a stolen vehicle, and you don't think you're going to get caught. And then when you do get caught, you're on a high-speed chase, and you are sitting up here risking your life to run into a pole, flip it, and listen. I want you people to understand. I'm going to let you go. If you're ready to die, just get your gun and just go boom. What makes you think you're going to get out of this one? high-speed chase, 120, 140 miles an hour. Your passenger buddy over here that's a thief, bro, just stop. We caught. Let's just stop. Man, they not going to give up. Now, look, 2 more cops is chasing us, bro. Then your buddy that's telling you the right thing, he gets ejected out the vehicle and he dies like an idiot. And you either die or guess what? Boom, 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 boom. We thought he had a gun. And you stole this vehicle 3 months ago and you ride around thinking you ain't going to get caught. Thank you for watching this video. The Bible is crystal clear. He says, need not to lean on your own understanding. Seek me, the kingdom first, and all things will be given to you. The Bible says, for whatever a man sow, he shall also reap. And be ye holy, for I am holy. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. And that means that if God leave you because you are rotten, Satan will have full access to your brain. He will infiltrate your brain and make you do the unbelievable and the unthinkable.